Okay, so I wanted to make a video about this video. Um, and I'm going to preface it by saying, like, I was born in the 70s, I grew up in the 80s and 90s. There was a saying that a lot of people had, especially during the 90s as a teenager. I can't help it. I was born this way. Which a lot of people just started to accept, because back in the 80s and 90s, like, if you were born gay or trans or weird like this, like, you were sent away from society. You had to go to like a camp or an institution until you got better. And they started saying, I can't help it, I was just born this way. And that became the overall narrative. They were born this way. You have to accept them for who they are. And we accepted that. It was like, yeah, they're who they are. Don't ask, don't tell. As long as you keep your sex life in your bedroom, I don't care. Things have changed now that we're in the 2020s, where those people, like, still single, like, straight people still keep their bedroom in the bedroom. Never, straight people don't go out there and just say, oh, if you don't find me attractive, you've got issues with this. Like, straight people don't have a parade where they fuck each other missionary style going down Main Street. They don't do that. They keep their shit in the bedroom. But these fucking weirdos are now in 2020s, they've got their shit all out. Like, they have parades where they're dressing in fucking BDSM and leather and shit, and people pretending to be dogs and horses, and literally having sex on the streets during a pride parade. And that's like, oh, well, so strong, so brave. I'm sick of this shit. So let's see what this person says.
Would you date someone who's trans? Would you date someone who's black? Would you date someone who's fat? Would you date someone who's disabled? Now, honestly,
I wouldn't date anybody that's trans. I wouldn't date anybody that's fat. I've done it before. I won't do it anymore. It's a drain not only on my mentality but on my bank account, because fat people need to eat more than other people, because and then they blame it. Would I date somebody that's black? Sure. Like, I haven't found anybody that I'm attracted to yet. I was attracted to a girl back in the day, but and disabled? Depends on what kind of disabled. Like, are you talking about, would I date somebody with fucking Down syndrome? Fuck no. Would I date somebody that's retarded? Fuck no. Would I date a fucking military vet missing a leg? Sure, I'd date her. Like, so that's a disabled is a broad spectrum. There's a bunch of different levels on that. Would I date somebody that's trans? No. Because nowadays, trans women still have a dick and balls. They don't get the full, they just get boobs. They don't get the full transition. And even if they got the full transition, no. I happen to be attracted. I'm sorry, I was born this way, to where I'm completely attracted to full born cisgender females with vaginas and ovaries, and, like, even if they have a hysterectomy, they were still born a woman. They still have the hormones. They still have, like, the genetics. They still have the 2X chromosomes, not an X and a Y, and trying to tell me that they're a woman. But let's see what this dude that thinks he's a woman, what else he has to say.
I don't know what your answer is to those questions, but I've met a surprising number of people who would say no to all, or at least some of them.
Yeah, I'd definitely say no to some. I'd say no to some.
The argument is that it's just a preference, and that you can't control who you're attracted to. I think most of the time that this is brought up, it's in regards to race. I'll link to a couple really good videos in the description about racial dating preferences, but in this video, I want to talk about our other biases. Let's start with trans people. Would you date a trans person?
No.
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 Honestly? Think about it for a second.
No.
Okay, got your answer?
No.
I need to say. Thank you.
Well, if you said no, I'm sorry, but that's pretty discriminatory.
I'm done.
So I'm transphobic because I won't fuck a dude with a dick. Alright. Well, sorry. I guess I'm discriminatory. But here's the thing. You're coming off as... I may be homophobic. I mean, like, you want to call me transphobic, whatever. You're coming off as pretty heterophobic, dude. Coming off as pretty and sexist as well. This is why you guys are trying to make so many different genders. To fucking confuse those of us who know where we stand. Remember when I brought back earlier, I was born this way. I'm sorry, I was born this way. You have no right whatsoever to try and tell me who I should be attracted to and who I want to F. That is none of your business. Who I'm effing is between me and the person I'm effing. Not some stranger on the street, not somebody on fucking YouTube saying, well, if you don't want to F me, you're a this, you're an ist, you're a phobe. First of all, I'm not afraid of trans people in any way whatsoever. Fear and wanting to fuck are two completely different fucking things. I am not afraid of trans people. I'm not afraid of gay people. I'm not afraid of any of the LGBT people. Live and let live. As long as you do it in your room, behind closed doors, and leave me out of it. But here's the problem. You guys don't do that anymore. You make it public. You want to show everybody. And then, because you're constantly throwing all of this shit in people's faces, you wonder, what? There's going to be violence against me. Yeah, because you won't shut the fuck up. Don't Ask, Don't Tell was fucking brilliant, and it should have stayed. And fuck Obama for getting rid of it. Don't Ask, Don't Tell should be a societal norm. I didn't ask who you fuck. Don't tell me who you fuck. Keep it behind closed doors the same way everybody does it. This is bullshit. Fucking sick of this fucking bullshit. Sick of the Twitter bullshit. I'm sick of the fucking government bullshit. I'm sick of the liberal bullshit. I used to be a fucking liberal in the 90s and early 2000s. I'm not anymore. And it's not because I changed how I believe. It's because liberals have gone so far left that what I believed, no big pharma, no big government, no freedom of speech, freedom of life. It went from like just everybody having their freedoms and doing what they need to do to maintain their own entire existence to, well, no, if nobody accepts me or acknowledges me because I'm a fucking weirdo, well then, you're infringing on my rights. Nobody's infringing on your rights. You don't have the right to be a weirdo. You don't have the right for all of us to acknowledge you're a weirdo. You have the right to do that in your house, where you're by yourself. It's called privacy. You don't have the right to come into my house and tell me I have to acknowledge the fact you're a weirdo. And you don't have the right to tell me that I can't call you a weirdo. I have a freedom of speech too. I have the same freedoms you do. So you need to get over that fucking bullshit and just fucking deal with your own shit. Nobody is here to baby you. Your mom don't work here. Shit, dude. Half of the way you guys are raised, I doubt you have a dad. But your dad don't work here neither. But you probably don't have a dad. And your mom don't work. She just gets government checks and disability probably because she's hella fat. Maybe 800 pounds, can't work. And then also gets fucking alimony and child support from your father because she was like 110 pounds when they got married. And as soon as they got married, she decided to eat a house. And now she's 800 pounds. You people are fucked up. Not the rest of us. You are fucked up.